Hi everyone, here today to share with you my latest video on how to raise koi from eggs. This is the first time I've tried this. I know many times I've had success with offspring popping up in the pond. I've had the pond for 8-9 years now, but this is the first time that I've actually taken some of the eggs off of the string algae that I would have hanging on the sides of the pond, took it inside, put it inside of a tank, and I've gone through all the different steps, and I think you might be very surprised to see how easy it is to do and all the steps involved. So stick around and I'll share it with you. So it began with me grabbing a couple of handfuls of the string algae from the pond. Now this algae almost felt like it was laden with salt granules. And I brought these in, dropped it into the aquarium, and within a couple of days, this is what occurred. I was just teeming with it. Looked like hundreds of these little fry, goldfish or koi fry. I had no way of knowing at this point, but there was just a ton of them. Dropped them in here. They were all struggling against the currents. You can see how tiny they are, just trying to survive. So my biggest concern at this point, of course, these things are so small and so many of them, only 4 days old, you can see here, is what to feed them. So with a little online research, I found out an egg yolk would be a good mixture to give them. So I boiled up one egg, cut it open, and took the yolk out, grated it up into almost a powder, like as fine as I could get it. Got it in there, and then mixed it with some warm water, and just shook it up to come up with a bit of a feed liquid that I could drop into the tank. Which I did. I just added, I would add 3, 4, or 5 drops at a time, and I would do this a couple times a day. You can see they're just 4 days old here when I started giving them this. It seemed to work. I mean, you could see them swimming through the liquid, not knowing for sure if they were getting it. Now, what did happen over this time was numbers definitely dropped off. What felt like hundreds in the beginning came down. They're 40 days old here, and I was probably down to 20 or 30 of them. And over time, I guess the weaker ones did just not make it and dropped off. But as they started growing, I could distinctly see they were in 2 different colors. Some of them were a goldish color, and others were a little bit darker. Now, I do know in the wild, out in the pond, generally they all stay darker. See, they're 44 days old here. They stay darker as a way of protection. They'll almost be black in color against the darker background of the pond, and I think that's just purely for protection. But in here, they all tended to get light quite quickly. Now, as I went on, I still couldn't tell for sure if I was looking at goldfish or koi. I have done a previous video on how you can tell the difference. If you check out the link that I'll put above here, you'll see. But the koi definitely have barbels or whiskers on them. But given this age, here you can see I have tried them with some shrimp brine as well to see if I can't enhance the diet and let them grow a little bit more. So they continued growing over this time. The numbers kept dwindling. We're up to 85 days old here, and now I'm down to just 8 of them. 4 of them are a lighter goldish color and smaller, and 4 a little bit darker, more plump, and seem to all be doing well. I mix them up. I give them flakes now, like the Tetra flakes, as well as some shrimp brine. I only did the egg yolk for probably a couple weeks, few weeks. But you can see they're all growing here and seem quite healthy. It's been a great experiment. I will probably keep them in this tank over the cooler winter time and not put them back in until the spring. 98 days old here, and they seem to all be doing quite fine, getting strong enough now that the current doesn't push them around as much. But it has been a great experience, and I feel like I've learned a lot from it, and I think I'll try it again. Hope you found this video interesting today. Thanks for stopping by. Before you go, please do check out one of the other videos you see on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up, always appreciated too. Thanks for watching.